So let's talk about it, guys. The Corvette ZR1 is here, and they've done a lot to really make it worthy of that ZR1 badge. So let's start with the design and go over all the changes they made in this video. Starting with the front, guys. The front bumper is gonna remind you of the Z06. You get an aggressive carbon fiber front splitter, large functional vents here on the side, in the middle. But what's new is this large front hood vent. Huge, it's massive. You do get this kind of gurney flap here that's fastened on, but that's meant to feed air into an intercooler because this now has twin turbos, makes 1,064 horsepower. We'll get into that later. I don't want to get too excited, too ahead of myself, but let's open up this and see how it looks underneath that front hood. All right, let's open this up. I've been curious to see what it's like. So as you expect, it's got this plastic cowling really, but you can see your intercooler right here, feeding air, trying to get it as cold as possible because there's plumbing to the back in order to get the charge intercoolers to get that cold air into your turbos. This is not directly that intercooler. It's plumbing that into your charge intercoolers in the engine, which we will show you in a little bit. But I do want to get through this whole thing because it still gets really impressive even along the side here. So on this one, you see these blue anodized forged wheels, look so cool, measure 20 inches up front, have the largest carbon ceramic brakes they've ever put in a Corvette. And I mean, you're gonna need that because of the top speed of 250 miles an hour. You can only go fast if you can stop fast, guys. And the Corvette team understands that. These tires measure 275/30 R20. Let's come along the side here and see what changes they've made. You get a carbon fiber side skirt, which is really nice. But up top, they made the removable roof out of carbon fiber. So it's still removable, but it's now made of carbon fiber to lower that center of gravity as much as possible. And it just keeps getting more impressive and crazier. As you notice, you get that wishbone carbon fiber treatment that we've seen in the Z06, but they turned it to 11. They turned it up a notch because check out these ducts right here. This is for a unique brake duct system that they've introduced on this vehicle. Feeds air into obviously your brakes, and it uses the wheel liner. It actually remolded the wheel liner to double as a brake duct system, which is super cool. So it doesn't impact your wheel travel, which is awesome. And then this right here is to feed fresh air directly into your engine, into those turbos, and you get one on each side. This one's wrapped in carbon fiber. It's covered in a carbon fiber duct, which looks so cool. And let's actually open it up. Let's talk about the engine, guys. What do? They did a lot, and I'm not gonna explain to it in super detail here because I'm not the engineer who worked on this beauty of an engine, but it's a 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8. Started life as a Z06 engine, right? We've seen that before, but they made a lot of changes to it, including 2 turbochargers, obviously. But with those 2 turbos came a lot of other improvements to handle the boost, because you can't just take a naturally aspirated engine, add boost, or else you'll get a big, boom. We don't want that. This has a lot of internal upgrades. They changed the pistons, they changed the cylinders, a lot of things in order to handle that boost. It looks beautiful, still hand built, just like the Z06 engine is. You can see that plaque right there. And honestly, it looks really cool with that nice blue tint. I'm a huge fan of it. You can still get the carbon fiber treatment around your engine bay, and the coupe is the only configuration where you can fully see the engine like this. The convertible will not have that. And yes, I said convertible because you can get a ZR1 as a convertible, which is crazy. But power, 1,064 horsepower, and yeah, guys, GM estimated 215 miles an hour. They said they were easily able to hit 200 miles an hour when testing on the Nürburgring, which is crazy that they haven't even, done official testing to get a lap time. But I do want to see that when it's out. I'm going to close this here. It's still soft close, and once I close the hatch, you'll notice a very cool throwback and design feature: the split glass hatch, guys. We haven't seen this since the C2 Corvette. At least I don't remember seeing it. The only time I heard of split glass was when I heard about those classic Corvettes, which honestly I don't know too much about, but split glass is something they're bringing back as a design piece, but also with some functionality. This spine here, they're calling it, can be wrapped in kind of a paint colored option or carbon fiber, and it's there to extract hot air. Really helps a lot when you're parked and after a long track day and you really want to let that engine cool down. Even after you've done your cool down laps, that's going to be extracting a lot of the hot air. And I like the fact that you still get glass windows to enjoy the beauty of the engine that's underneath here. You can still see the nameplate and all that good stuff. I love that, and I'm really happy to see it. Coming around the back here, this one doesn't have the ZTK package. We'll hop to that in a little bit, but you still get an aggressive wing with these gurney flaps here that are mounted on, so you can remove those if you want more of like a low drag setup, but these are here to provide you with some downforce, some of those down pounds, so you can stay stable at those highway speeds. And then coming around the back, it's very reminiscent of Z06. You see that Z06 iconic kind of 4 center exhaust pipes. I'll try to throw in a rev clip here for you guys. All right, so inside, the biggest thing you're gonna notice are these the seats with the blue stitching, which is unique and is being introduced on the ZR1, guys. Looks really cool. You get these bolsters here with suede inserts, nice little, you know, padding, which is really great. Even on the side bolsters, you get some fabric here mixed in with leather, suede, carbon fiber, that Corvette logo embossed in the headrest, and then you also get the suede liner with that blue stitching. Really nice craftsmanship, attention to detail, which I can really appreciate. And then honestly, that's pretty much it on the passenger side. Hop on the driver's side. I want to show you what you get. So on the driver's side, guys, what are we talking about here? Obviously, ZR1 on the steering wheel. That's carbon fiber, suede where it matters, carbon fiber on top so you can enjoy it with that blue center marker. You also get carbon fiber paddle shifters, which is really nice. They feel like carbon fibers. They don't feel like metal, but that is a cool touch. And then you also look at the door here, carbon fiber, Bose premium speakers. I mean, what you can customize on a Corvette, you can expect here, but with the unique ZR1 performance, but also it makes you feel special with even the door sill having ZR1 right there. I really appreciate that. That's the inside. Let's hop over to the ZTK convertible that they have for us.